my name is Richard Stokes and I'm here to talk about eShip. The eShip project is funded under the EEA Grants, a multi-annual financial mechanism sponsored by Iceland, Liechtenstein and Norway. eShip was ranked #1 amongst numerous candidates to the EEA Grants Call of 2019. The project started in October 2020 and will be completed by early summer 2022. The promoters are Marlow Consult, Saconsult, VTMAR, ENIDH, who are kindly hosting the event today, and Iceland's Reykjavik University. The eShip project is led by Marlow Consult, you heard from Jan Tor earlier on, a Portuguese-Norwegian consultancy and software developer. This is a further important step in Marlow Consult's quest to digitize the entire multimodal transport chain, having strong synergies with its award-winning solution, Mix, Move, Match, and with its role in the development of Portugal's pioneering single logistics window, which you've been hearing about this morning as well. Saconsult management, you heard from George earlier on, is at the forefront of digital adoption at the Port of Cinis, and we've just had a further presentation on Cinis just now. There are potentially 2 living labs for cargo trades that hold special interest for Cinis. One would be liquefied natural gas and the other would be agricultural products. As for the eShip solution itself, it is a 3rd generation chartering application, initially developed at the behest of Yara, the world's leading nitrogen fertilizer producer, and other North European charterers and operators, that applies state-of-the-art ICT tools to the traditional chartering process in bulk shipping, also known as tramp shipping. The solution is paperless, intelligent, and green, by digitizing and automating the entire value chain. Unlike container shipping that is fully digitized, dry bulk shipping, which represents 2/3 of the global maritime transport volume, is in dire need of digital transformation, as it still relies on non-structured information exchange. However, bulk shipping is now beginning to adopt a smarter approach to how it best goes about its transformation towards a global value chain. Standardizing data has so far proved to be frustratingly difficult. In this sense, in dry bulk shipping, a break bulk mentality still prevails, not a container mindset. Undisputedly, 1, bulk shipping is fundamentally a fragmented industry. 2, the data it handles needs to become less fragmented. 3, there needs to be a willingness to share data and aggregate it in a bigger forum to ensure more efficient allocation to the users who desire it. Chartering involves an extensive amount of information exchange between many counterparties. According to our calculations, based on business impacts for real prototypes, the chartering industry incurs inefficiency losses of 3.3 billion euros a year due to the absence of streamlined digital processes. By digitizing the ship chartering process in the bulk shipping industry, eShip will reduce management costs and accelerate digital transition in what is a complex and traditionally conservative sector. eShip will contribute in 3 key areas: automation of information-heavy procedures during the pre-fixture, fixture and post-fixture stages of the chartering process that still today remain cumbersome and error-prone and even redundant. 2, seamless integration with existing management systems, particularly ERPs, for instance SAP, transport management systems, and, as you've heard regularly today, port community systems, to take down the so-called silos that continue to stifle data flow across the chartering operations. 3, application of business intelligence and data analytics to optimize the entire value chain and support the rapid transition to green shipping. The eShip project digitizes the entire ship chartering process in an end-to-end capacity. This starts with the initial charterer market search for a ship function and the subsequent freight negotiation and contract agreement. It then proceeds through all the interlinking stages of the voyage, which include the tracking of the various voyage execution processes in real time, plus the recording of the necessary billing procedures, bill of lading and freight invoice, as well as invoicing calculations, statement of facts and laytime calculations that relate to the voyage's financial settlement. eShip will be a software as a service solution that applies digital techniques to the traditional chartering business model to create significant value added for the entire value chain in 3 key aspects. 1, the optimization of freight rates via the intelligent matching of ships and cargo. 2, the reduction of back office expenses via the automation of customarily repetitive and time-consuming procedures. 3, the application of this business intelligent and structured data analysis to achieve chartering process optimization. The eShip technology focuses on a flexible, independent logistics platform that enables an open, collaborative network across multiple systems in 3 key ways. 1, reduces implementation risk by retaining existing infrastructure. 2, uses smart algorithms to optimize charter selection. 3, achieves open collaboration between business units. That's crucial. The anticipated support of target clients is clearly going to be a critical factor in the success of the project, so that the mutual interests of shippers, ship owners, shipping agents, brokers, port authorities, and even multimodal operators can be unified in the pursuit of enhanced efficiency and performance levels. The project will develop and demonstrate the eShip solution, originally from 2 prototypes and then through various levels of demonstration. The solution will be demonstrated in 2 pilots, most likely dry bulk and LNG, liquefied natural gas. In bulk shipping, it is the cargo interest, the cargo owner, that drives the decision-making process. And in this manner, it is the charterer who is driving this digital transformation process, which very much differs from the container liner sector. For the most part, it is the charterer who is looking at the data drawn from the vessels it charters as inputs for those undertaking the decision-making process. Thus, initially at least, it is all about enabling the charterers. eShip is in dialogue with a group of 18 leading shippers and ship owners from various market segments, grains, agricultural products, metals and mining and energy, within a new green coalition called the Sea Cargo Charter, which George Almeida touched upon earlier on. This has only very recently established a global framework for aligning chartering activities with responsible environmental behaviour to promote international bulk shipping's decarbonisation in line with the IMO's emission reduction targets. As such, compliance with this Sea Cargo Charter is a new input into the chartering activities, which will now involve a contractual undertaking between the charterer and the ship owner by constituting constituting part of the managing legal document, the Charter Party. Going beyond eShip's capacity to cater to bulk shipping's current commercial processes via its suite of digital transaction and execution tools, eShip will additionally offer a solution that can best serve these new requirements to actively measure bulk shipping's environmental footprint via the recording and reporting of vessel operational efficiency and emissions metrics. I'm just going to repeat that. Via the recording and reporting of vessel operational efficiency and emissions metrics relating to greenhouse gases. Traditionally, charterers have been solely focused on pricing as the core component of their commercial decision-making process. But there is now the urgent need to take into consideration environmental factors. This represents a structural business process change. This also presents an opportunity to better cater to the inherent interests of the ship owners, who are undertaking a whole series of digital initiatives to better manage their business. But they are not being particularly well rewarded in the marketplace for their endeavours. However, this is intrinsically changing with a new spotlight on their overall operating performance. The eShip rollout will combat the challenge of how to break the innovation and adoption conundrum. This has been rife in the bulk shipping market for many years. This entails ensuring that innovation is not smothered by the underlying fragmented nature of the bulk shipping industry that has so far proved to be a barrier to, ironically, its high levels of specialization that essentially exist like islands in an ocean. The eShip mantra is that integration is the key that can unlock the door that is keeping these two sets of contrasting circumstances separated from each other by building a bridge between these islands to act as a linking mechanism. eShip's assessment is that it is not about having more data. Rather, it is about how it is put together and how to share it across these various silos in order to take them down. Data is only an asset if it has the capacity to make a tangible dollar impact on a chartering business. eShip believes that transformation is not about data per se, but rather about the value proposition that can be generated through greater levels of connectivity, i.e. integration. In so doing, elevating product quality by focusing on core values and not so-called fluffy intangibles. Ultimately, digitization and its resultant connectivity is going to reach a tipping point that is going to produce a huge game-changing impact, where the value creation will extend far beyond the currently stated benefits, such as marginal efficiency for stakeholders that are touted today. Once this unavoidable tipping point is indeed reached, sudden and radical change will result. It is against this backdrop that eShip is developing a scalable business model that can tap into these underlying crosscurrents that exist between these islands to launch an innovative, easily adoptable product that can deliver comparative advantage as well as direct value to a chartering organisation's financial bottom line. In summary, the eShip philosophy is create value, share value. With the bulk industry starting to take ownership of its own digital destiny, eShip is now laying some prominent foundations at a grassroots level. Thank you very much for your attention. That concludes my speech.